Germany's foreign minister has warned Israel not to annex any Palestinian territory in Gaza or the occupied West Bank. The foreign minister urging Israel to allow more aid into Gaza during talks with senior politicians from both sides of the aisle. He also condemned violence committed against Palestinians by Israeli settlers.
This Palestinian village in the occupied West Bank has been shaken by settler violence in recent weeks. And the German foreign minister used his visit there to issue this criticism. I would like to state quite clearly here that such acts of settler violence are crimes. They are terror, and they must ultimately be prosecuted by the police. Reports that members of the IDF stood by and watched or even supported these acts are appalling. It's a delicate balance for the German foreign minister. On the one hand, he repeatedly emphasized the importance of German-Israeli friendship and the essential role of Israel's existence in protecting Jewish life. He also said that Germany would not recognize Palestinian statehood anytime soon. On the other hand, he seeks to uphold international values, which contradict some of Israel's policies on the ground, and others possibly still to come. It is also clear that we reject any fantasies of annexation, whether for Gaza or the West Bank, which are also being put forward by parts of the Israeli government. They would not be recognized by Germany.
Sie würden von Deutschland nicht anerkannt werden.
Wadephul's visit to Israel and the Palestinian territories comes at a crucial time, as European countries are considering sanctioning Israel. Germany's position on that is likely to be determined following Wadephul's return to Berlin.
Yes, of course.
Well, our correspondent, Tanya Kramer in Jerusalem, has been travelling with the German foreign minister. Welcome, Tanya. Mr. Wadephul came to Israel trying to push for changes on the ground in Gaza. Has he achieved any success?
Well, I mean, the impact of this visit is still to be seen, and aid workers in Gaza say, is still not enough coming in, given this really horrendous situation in Gaza for the civilian population there. But, I mean, Germany is one of the closest and staunchest allies, together with the United States of Israel, is also a main arms supplier to Israel. It doesn't have the political weight that the United States have, but still Israel, is wanting to know what Germany has to say. Germany sees itself as having a role to mediate between Israel and, for example, the European Union. Now, Wadephul, the foreign minister, said that he wants Israel to change its approach to Gaza, that it must allow more aid into Gaza. Now, Germany is also taking part in those airdrops today for the first time. But again, he also acknowledged that this is certainly not enough, and it shows, these airdrops have been criticized for being dangerous for people on the ground, being inefficient and insufficient, and even the foreign minister has said, Israel needs to open the land crossings, but it also shows that most of these countries pressuring Israel don't have the leverage so that Israel will open those land crossings even more to aid. Now, we have to wait and see now what Germany will do next. We understand his visit was also to report back now to the security cabinet in Germany that will be coming together, gathered over the weekend, and then the government, which is under a lot of pressure to take a firmer stance, might then also take some more action.
And a quick word about his meeting with the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah.
Well, basically, he went to the occupied West Bank today. First, he stopped in a village, a small, predominantly Christian village, which has seen a lot of settler violence, and he chose very strong words there, calling settler violence terror, and called on the Israeli government to prosecute the perpetrators. And then he went on to meet with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, also in a show of solidarity with the Palestinian Authority there. They only have limited control over limited parts of the occupied West Bank there. They're very unpopular with Palestinians themselves, but the Germans want to see that the Palestinian Authority will have a role actually in a scenario when the war ends in Gaza. Israel is strictly against it, and now we also have heard from the US they have imposed sanctions on Palestinian Authority officials and the PLO. So also this today certainly a show to strengthen the Palestinian Authority there.
Tanya Kramer in Jerusalem, thank you.